She didn't make the fruit vids. Y'all are not making the creator.
Yes, it is serious.
Yes, because it is that. This is the girl y'all support. Y'all are so. I know how you normalize Christian canceling
So if you don't know, Zara Larsson is like kind of getting canceled right now. Some of it is for silly reasons. Other, you can see why some people would get upset about that. And honestly, I believe a few of the reasons are very, very stupid, but who am I to say? Let's just jump in. So we're gonna go we're gonna go not serious to slightly serious to unserious again, like in terms of stupidity levels. Okay, Zara Larsson's apology for watching AI after very much people were upset about this.
Good morning. People are mad. And I'm scared. No, let me put my hair in a bun and do 1,000 yards there while I deliver my apologies for watching Chocolatina and Roberto. Guys, are you fucking serious? I feel like sometimes I forget that I have like this huge following, because when I scroll on my phone and when I post shit.
She's so right. Are you serious for real? Like, this is so stupid. Like, people are crucifying her in the comment sections for saying that she uses like ChatGPT occasionally or whatever. Like, I don't know. That's just no.
Like, hey, I'm just a girl with a phone at the end of the day. And I just want to be funny sometimes and want to connect with people. And it seems like people were connecting with that because for some reason, that shit was on everybody's For You page. Maybe not everybody's, but a lot. And there's something in my ADHD brain that was like, I like that. Like, do I genuinely consume like AI fruits cheating on each other and getting pregnant left and right? I don't think I do. Actually,
exactly. Nobody I lied. Some people sit down and genuinely watch this AI fruit content or just AI content in general. Now, all power to you. Actually, never mind. No power to you if you do that. But in a way, you're just damaging yourself in the long run. I feel like it's something only children would like. No offense to the wonderful children out there or like adults that watch it, but I feel like that's more targeted towards the lower age of people. I'm like losing brain cells. What am I trying to say? You guys know what I'm trying to say. You get it.
I haven't seen it basically at all since the day I posted about it. But it's like fucking Cocomelon. And then I have to be honest, I don't use it for my art. I don't use it to create. I can see how it could be a tool for people to do that. I don't do it personally, but I do use ChatGPT. I'm sorry. And I Google shit. I Google shit sometimes because I'm curious. I don't really love the Google AI answers, but I use it. I feel like it's everywhere. It's everywhere and it's taken over. And I think in the future
See, it really is everywhere. You can't control it entirely. Of course, you can control it in the parts of which you can control, like using ChatGPT and, of course. But like the things like Google, I can't believe that they actually are like forcing that upon you. And it's just like making you be a part of something that you might possibly not want to take part in, like the destruction of the environment. But I don't understand why some people are coming for her. Like, as long as she's not like using it in her art, she knows, in the back of her mind, like, this is not as good. I should do this less. or not do it at all. But as long as you're trying to do it less and, making some sort of an impact opposed to, being that one kid that uses it every single day for 24 hours a day, I don't see what the problem is. And everything she stands for seems to be good still. Like, she stands for a lot of good things. But supposedly everybody just wants to attack her for this one thing because she's a successful, hardworking woman. They do this with every single one of them.
Environmental consciousness and for the way and the amounts of AI that we are using and will be using even more. I know it's just gonna be like more environmentally friendly. It just has to be. It just has to use less water and less energy, because that's just the way forward.
See, I do wish that would possibly happen, but if we're being realistic in the way that the world is now, it probably won't be getting better. It'll probably be getting worse. But I love her mindset. I love that for her. But if we can make that, like, AI use less water, I feel like the stuff that it brings to the table is very, like, what is that word? It's very helpful. Like, you can really, like, it's a great learning resource. But it being a great learning resource and the resources that it takes kind of cancel each other out, if that makes sense. But if we can make it take less resources, like, it won't actually harm people, like how we were doing before when we have the data centers and we run the social medias on there. It has been making an impact, but not as much as AI is doing now.
But yeah, man, shit. Or what do you guys think? Because at this point, I don't ever see us going back to, like, not using it. So I think for the future, yeah, the only way forward is just to, like, make what we are consuming more environmentally friendly.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's basically all the juicy information about her apology for watching AI and occasionally using ChatGPT, of course. But if you saw the comments, like at the start of the video, they were saying some questionable things in there. So we have a few things. Sean, with the girl with the monkey profile picture. This is the girl y'all support. Yes. Because it is that deep. Using ChatGPT, watching Fruit Love Island is that deep. She didn't make the fruit vids. Y'all aren't making the creator apologize. Samantha has sort of a point. Like, she's just indulging the content to be relatable. And that's a part of her brand, being relatable. Is that such a big problem? If you were a celebrity, you'd probably want to be relatable too. And then people are saying it is that serious. But there has been a whole bunch. There's another one, but we're going to do that one last. So the second thing is her thoughts on abortion. She made an abortion joke before. And of course, a lot of people are canceling her because of that. I mean, we'll probably know why. So let's just dive into that, shall we? So now we're going to, speak on Zara Larsson's abortion rights. And people have their opinions and thoughts and concerns. But basically, long story short, she made a joke saying, I forgot the joke already. Let's just get into it.
Actually, spray tanned. Damn. But yeah, I've seen this, like, comment that I made on a page that was saying she got an abortion after the show. Where I was like, yes, I killed the performance, and then you killed it after the performance. Like, sorry, that's funny. Like, I don't know what to say. That's funny. Sorry if you don't have humor. But also,
mind you, she lost like $3 million. I heard from what she said. She said she lost a brand deal or something. And that's what other resources are saying. I don't know how true that is, but millions of dollars, okay, was lost because of that joke. Now, like I said, I could see why people would be mad at that. But, like, at the end of the day, the girl that she made the joke to thought it was funny. She thought it was funny. Thousands of other people thought it was funny. women specifically found it funny, and they are the people that can control their bodies. I don't know why a whole bunch of random guys are getting mad at this. They aren't the target audience, but it's whatever. But long story short, I think that's she. If it's funny to the target audience, okay?
I'm not really here to argue with the people who are very against abortions for whatever reason, because we're so fundamentally different in the way we view the world, at least on this topic. So I'm not here trying to like convince you guys that abortion is healthcare or whatever. I actually want to have a little one-on-one with the people who I saw a lot of comments that were like, this is not something to joke about. I am so pro-choice. I am as pro.
Okay, I could see, some things aren't meant to be joked about, but I mean, anybody can make a joke on what they want to make a joke about, but some sensitive topics is bound to get some what is it, claps back, or some are meant, like, some people are just gonna like say something about that, you know what I mean?
As the next person, but abortion is like a very serious topic. And I just want to know why that is. Why do you feel like abortion is only okay when it's a very hard decision, when it's something that women have to struggle with going through, when it's like emotionally or physically painful? Why is it only okay? Why does that make it like morally superior than someone just wanting an abortion for whatever reason? Like, why is it only morally okay when women have to suffer? Now riddle me that. Why can't it just be okay for a woman to want to have an abortion? And then yes, I do agree. I feel like we should prevent it. We should teach sexual education to children. We should make sure that we, like, if we don't want babies, like, have birth control, access to free condoms, free whatever, because people will have sex. Like, sorry, just face it. People want to fuck. Like, that's just human nature. But also, that doesn't mean that you have to have a baby because of it. So if you are in this, like, I'm pro-choice, if the woman's been raped, if the woman's been... No, baby, if you are pro-choice, you have to be pro-choice always. And I feel like joking about stuff like that, which is a serious topic, it also makes it something that we can just talk about. It doesn't have to be taboo. It doesn't have to be this like bad.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like some things should be talked about more because they need visibility and recognition. Huh? How do you say that? Recognize. Okay, I don't know. Recognition. Okay. Some things just need recognition. Like, some things need to be talked about. Like, there's a lot of women out there that probably, like, well, first of all, can't get abortions when they should be able to. And then that leads the woman and the child into a worse living condition. And then that doesn't need to happen, if that makes sense. Like, the child will be born into a situation that's terrible, and then the child is going to live a terrible life when it could have been avoided. And people, celebrities, putting recognition in that will help the people that don't have a voice. And that's what I feel like a lot of influencers, social media people should be doing, but a lot of them can't because they're owned by Israel. But we're not going to talk about that today. But a lot of people can't just speak on what they want to speak about anymore because they're slaves to the system. And that's like terrible. Like, the world that we live in is so bad, guys. Like, oh my God, it's terrible. But who am I? Who am I guess?
Thing that women do. Because also, if we speak about it in a casual manner, that also makes the women who go through it and who are actually suffering through it, because of course there are women that, they want their babies, but they can't keep them because they might even have.
Exactly. And then people are crucifying them for saying that they be shifting the, what is it? What, like, changing and twisting their words. It's irritating.
Symptoms that'll make it like impossible for them to. I've seen so many cases about this in Texas where women want their children and they have to do abortions because they will not live outside of the womb and they can't have it because of the fucking policies around it. So let's just make more jokes. So like the fuck, like I don't know, like abortion is healthcare. What can I say? And it's not better because women have to suffer. Mwah.
Okay, but yeah, I don't know. The whole entire situation in that, like, she has very valid points. And like I said, I can see why people are angry, but like, it gets to the point where we all have to become woke eventually and just understand what's right and what's wrong and what we can control and what we can't. And I feel like we should, definitely shine visibility on some things and bring more recognition towards those things for the women that are suffering. But I don't know. The world is just crazy, guys. Like, she's literally in a hot pot right now. We're watching an Fruit Love Island video. Like, we really lost the plot as a humanity when people, our government in Americans government is, we know what they're doing right now. Like, and we're worried about Zara Larsson, watching AI and saying an abortion joke. Like, guys, there's bigger problems in the world right now. I can't. All right. So now this is her deleted TikTok about her posting about the Fruit I Love Island shenanigans. Like, I know you guys are probably sick of this already. Like, I am too. Like, guys, touch grass.
I deleted that Fruit AI video because I just don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care enough to be like, I will fight for this. Like, this is the hill I will die on. Because I just saw those videos on my timeline one day. And
okay, I know we just started, but like, she's right. Like, nobody's going to die on this hill. Like, in terms of defending AI, because any sane, true person is not watching that right now.
I just wanted to post it because I thought it was so redonkuloso that I was like, I have to bond with my followers over this. But when it becomes this like big thing and like controversial, I don't like to be a part of that. I'm very sensitive, and I think I don't like to be a part of it because I don't even really know what my stance is, to be completely honest. I feel like I'm not really educated enough on it, and I always appreciate informative comments and DMs because I am.
Yes, I feel like we need to talk about this. Like, a lot of people get mad at creators for not being woke enough or whatever, but it's, you guys need to like educate these people more on like what they're posting about. Like, people just go straight to going like putting knives to their necks instead of actually being like, hey, let's sit down, let's talk about this like real mature adults. People aren't like that anymore. Now, maybe that's because the internet is filled with children, but mind you, the internet is also filled with a whole bunch of mindless, stupid, robotic adults that don't have a brain for themselves. No offense to any of the adults out there, but like, we're just being honest right now.
A curious person and I love to learn. So I feel like, I don't know, like I don't really like support it. As an artist, I wouldn't use it in my art. Like, I always hire real people for visuals and music and like everything in my world. But then those artists that I'm hiring, I know that some people are very pro AI or like use that as a tool. And then I'm like, I don't know. I genuinely, like, I don't really know, which is why I think this is also like a reminder to be humble to the fact that I don't know everything. And it feels so good to...
Okay, not the random singing, but yes, we get the point. Everybody does not know everything, guys. Remember that. This is all of our first time on Earth, so cut everybody some slack, man.
No, I don't know what I'm doing.
She ate though. Ate. Period.
In my naivety, I won't lose it. Anyways, because I'm not scared of backlash per se, because I've been gotten some backlashes in my life. I mean, just lately with like abortion joke, which is very funny, by the way. I lost like a $3 million deal. I was like, oh, okay, what the fuck? Like, if you don't agree with me thinking that women should have access to abortion, or that we could have like a joking conversation about it, we're just not meant to be partners. And I don't give a fuck about it. You can give me $1 million.
Yeah. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right.
DMs. You can send me 1,000,000 comments about boo, 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 you're a bad person, but you're a wicked witch. I don't give a rat's ass, because I'm so sure of my stance in that. Some people were like, oh, I thought you were perfect. I thought you were perfect. No, please don't think that. Like, please don't think that. I don't like that. I don't want you to put me on that pedestal, because at the end of the day, I'm just a girl with a phone. And not just like, I'm just a girl. Like, I'm just a person with a phone who sometimes, very often actually, is scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And I'm just a consumer. And it is weird. Like, when I perform, you know, I see all these faces in the crowd. I'm like, whoa, you know, like, But here, I'm literally talking to a screen right now. Like, I'm in my bed, lost my fucking vape somewhere. It's hard to grasp the concept of this being watched by millions of people. I think also, you know, I can't forget that I do have a following, and it's really amazing, and it comes with some responsibilities. But sometimes, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm really trying to say with this video. I guess this is just how my brain's wired. Everyone who has known me for a long time know that this is what I'm like. Like, I think I'm doing this for human connection. Like, I just want to connect. I just want us to connect. And that's something that AI can't replace for me. Oh, wait, I fucking ate that. Like, that was a really good ending. But it's true. It's true. So, goodbye.
Well, yeah. We obviously, you know, hear her thoughts on AI. She doesn't entirely support it. She doesn't fully, like, unsupport it either. It's like a mix of both. And that's a valid stance. And in terms of, you know, the abortion thing, she has a very perfect, valid stance on that too. Like, it gets to a point where as humanity, we should just look at each other, you know, accept our differences. You might disagree on this. I might agree on this. I might agree on this. You might disagree on this. But like, we're at the end of the day, we bleed the same blood. You know, we all are humans. Like, we literally all are humans. Like, we just need to like stop hating on each other for that. But, you know, clearly world peace couldn't exist because of silly things like this. And that's really sad and depressing. But the best thing we can do is just live our life, keep going forward, fix, or, you know, control what we can control, and just make the best out of the life that has been given us. So thank you guys so much for watching. It's Cio Nortex, and I really appreciate you guys for staying and watching. I love you guys so much. And totals, if you like the video, subscribe, like, I don't know, comment, I don't know, just bye, love you, thank you.